People every year throughout the United States are being put into prisons, whether it is for small or big reasons. The environment of a prison is not a safe environment in any way, physically and mentally. Not just is it not safe for the inmates, but it's also very costly for those who are providing for all these prisoners. And that's all of us. Those of you who pay taxes are all using your money to pay for the expenses of inmates in the prisons. And for what? So that all these prisoners can continue to be put under terrible conditions, and so that 68% of those prisoners can return to jail? This just becomes a big waste for everybody, both the taxpayers and the inmates. You may ask yourself, why are all these prisoners going back to jail? Do they not learn their lesson? Well, thanks to the terrible conditions and the brutality of many police officers, what lessons are they going to learn? All they will gain is physical and mental abuse by being locked up and beaten day in and day out, with all those released prisoners returning to prison, on top of those who are first entering prison. Those cells are getting overcrowded, which just makes it worse for all of them. What needs to be done is that these people need to be reconnected with the outside world, and they need to do something productive, so that they can somehow learn and want to teach others what they have learned once they are released. The only probable solution to this dilemma can be to make the inmates do something productive. That will make them want to do better, and not just benefit themselves, but also benefit everyone and everything around them. The Vera Institute of Injustice has already started a project called the Green Prison Project, where the inmates will be able to learn and work hands-on with all types of plants and natural things. That will help them better understand their environment, so they can help make it grow. The goal of this project is to help spread the nature around us, and to help keep these inmates out of jail through the use of knowledge and the job opportunities with this newfound knowledge that they have. Helping the environment is one simple way that helps the inmates better understand themselves in a sense that they too can make a difference and help make the world a better place for not only themselves, but all of those around them.
Chemicals are exposed to the air, spreading into the clouds and the sky. One such example is chemtrails, smoke trails left behind from airplanes through their trek across the world. Chemicals like ethylene dibromide and zinc chloride are released through each trail, allowing itself to merge with the clouds, causing uneven distribution of rain and snow. There is much speculation that each chemtrail is slowly destroying the ozone layer, a filter in the atmosphere that allows a fraction of sunlight to envelop the world. If the ozone layer is gone, what will happen to us? Even absent-mindedly throwing away household items like thermostats also adds to pollution. Each thermostat uses a certain amount of mercury, which is poisonous to humans, plants, and animals alike. If every person in the world threw out their thermostat and allowed them to slowly break down, mercury will seep into the ground, thus causing a global poisoning of this planet. But what can we do? Like what ex-prisoners are doing, we can get involved in green projects, planting new crops and finding ways to preserve the world we live in. We can also reuse certain metals and materials to be environmentally friendly. Finally, we must be more aware of what we throw away. Inspect each and every aerosol can, thermostat, and other household item and clean them thoroughly to make sure that there are no remnant chemicals left. If we are not aware of what we throw away and what we are doing to this planet, then a big problem we have now will become even worse in the future.
Global warming is a topic that not many people find serious, and yet it is something that is happening every day right before our very own eyes. Nature is a big part of this planet, and the less of it we have, the more at risk we are. And by we, I mean all of us who are inhabitants on this earth. If it was not for all the plants and nature around us, we will not have the oxygen that we require to breathe. Plants are the only things that can produce oxygen for us all to breathe, and with the influx of population and the decrease of plants throughout the world, I say we are pretty much breathing our last breaths. As early as the 1800s all the way to the early 1900s, there have been not much of a threat or a contribution to global warming. By approximately the year 1930 all the way to the year 2000, the amount of million met tons of carbon per year has increased by about 6 times, increasing from 1 million tons of carbon or less all the way to about 6 million tons of carbon and beyond. Our air is being tainted not just from the carbon dioxide that we exhale, but also from all the industrialization that goes on all throughout the world. We are polluting our environment with gases that are unhealthy for us all, and more importantly, unhealthy for our atmosphere. This all affects our environment and the way the weather is in different regions of the world. However, with all this negativity that is being let out into our environment, it is never too late to stop it and to help make our environment better and healthier for each and every one of us. People need to be more aware of the severity of this situation. Everything is being polluted, our waters and air, and one of the major solutions is that people should simply stop being lazy. Laziness gets people nowhere. Those who do something to try to make a difference, now that's what will get you somewhere. The main problem in today's societies is that there needs to be awareness raised about this subject so that people can know that they must help protect our earth and keep it healthy. Turn off the lights when it's not being used. Recycle and throw things into the trash instead of throwing it out into the streets. Ride a bike, take the bus, or go for a walk. People are so accustomed to having things brought to them so easily that they start to become lazy. And this is where the problem lies. But this is also where the solution can start. The solution starts within us to raise awareness and tell others that we must protect the earth just as the earth has protected us for countless centuries. We can't just milk the earth for all it has. It is our responsibility to help look after our planet by saving energy, saving water, and helping it grow all of its beautiful greens that keeps us alive.